Mushrooms. Once a rare delicacy, reserved for the tables of the elite and the adventurous, they are now a staple in kitchens around the world, embraced by home cooks and professional chefs alike. Their earthy flavors and unique textures add depth to countless dishes from simple sautés to complex gourmet creations. But have you ever stopped to wonder how these fascinating fungi make their way from farm to table and ultimately to our plates? The journey of a mushroom, from tiny spore to culinary delight, is a fascinating one, filled with intricate processes and careful cultivation. It's a testament to human ingenuity and our evolving relationship with the natural world, showcasing our ability to harness nature's gifts. Today, cutting-edge technology allows us to cultivate mushrooms on a massive scale, meeting the ever-growing demand for this versatile ingredient that enhances so many dishes. Millions of pounds of mushrooms are harvested each year, thanks to advancements in agriculture and innovative farming techniques. Controlled environments and sophisticated techniques ensure a consistent and high-quality yield, providing us with mushrooms that are perfect in flavor and texture. This essay delves into the fascinating world of modern mushroom farming, exploring the blend of tradition and technology. Join me as we explore the intricate steps involved in transforming simple spores into the bounty of mushrooms we enjoy today, uncovering the secrets behind their cultivation and the passion of those who grow them. The first step in any mushroom farming endeavor is choosing the right variety. Different mushrooms thrive in different conditions. Each variety also offers a unique flavor profile and culinary use. The common button mushroom with its mild taste and versatility reigns supreme in supermarkets. However, a world of exotic options awaits the adventurous palate. Shiitake mushrooms, prized for their rich umami flavor, are a popular choice for Asian cuisine. Oyster mushrooms, with their delicate, almost seafood-like taste, lend themselves well to grilling and sautéing. Lion's mane mushrooms, with their cascading, icicle-like appearance, are gaining popularity for their purported cognitive benefits. The choice of mushroom variety dictates the specific growing conditions required. It's a crucial first step in ensuring a successful harvest. Mushrooms are remarkably adaptable organisms. They can be cultivated both indoors and outdoors, depending on the variety and resources available. Indoor cultivation offers greater control over environmental factors, crucial for optimal mushroom growth. Imagine stepping into a climate-controlled growing room. The air is thick with humidity. Rows upon rows of shelves are stacked high, each supporting a substrate teeming with life. Temperature, humidity, and air circulation are carefully monitored and adjusted. Outdoor cultivation, while more susceptible to the whims of nature, offers a more sustainable approach. Mushrooms can be grown on logs, in raised beds, or even under the shade of trees. This method mimics their natural habitat and often yields a more flavorful product. Whether indoors or outdoors, creating the ideal environment is key to successful mushroom cultivation. At the heart of mushroom cultivation lies the substrate. This is the growing medium that provides the mushrooms with the nutrients they need to thrive. Without a proper substrate, mushrooms cannot grow to their full potential. Think of it as the soil in which the mushrooms will set their roots, or rather, their mycelia. The mycelium is the vegetative part of the fungus, and it spreads through the substrate, absorbing nutrients. A variety of materials can be used as substrates, each with its own advantages. Straw, sawdust, and composted manure are popular choices. These materials are not only effective but also often readily available and cost-efficient. These materials are readily available and provide the necessary nutrients for mushroom growth. They create an environment where the mycelium can flourish and eventually produce mushrooms. But before the mushrooms can grow, we need to introduce the spawn. The spawn is essentially the seed of the mushroom world. Spawn is to mushrooms what seeds are to plants. It contains the mycelium, which will colonize the substrate and eventually produce mushrooms. It's the starting point from which the mycelium, the vegetative part of the fungus, will develop. The mycelium spreads through the substrate, breaking it down and absorbing nutrients. Choosing the right substrate and spawn is crucial for a successful harvest. The combination of these two elements determines the health and yield of the mushroom crop. It's about providing the mushrooms with the best possible foundation for growth. With the right substrate and spawn, you can ensure a bountiful and healthy mushroom harvest. Section 5. Preparing for growth, pasteurization, and its importance. Before we introduce the mushroom spawn, the substrate needs to be prepared. This involves a crucial step called pasteurization. This process eliminates any competing microorganisms that might hinder the growth of our desired mushrooms. Imagine a large, stainless steel vessel filled with the substrate. Steam is injected into the vessel, raising the temperature to a specific point for a specific duration. This controlled heat treatment effectively kills off any unwanted bacteria or fungi that might be lurking within. Pasteurization ensures that the substrate is a clean slate, ready to be colonized by the mushroom mycelium. This step is essential for maximizing yield and preventing contamination. Once the substrate has been pasteurized, it's time to move on to the next stage, inoculation. Section 6. The seeding process. Introducing spawn to substrate. With the substrate sterilized and cooled, it's time to introduce the mushroom spawn. This is a critical step in mushroom cultivation. This process, known as inoculation, is a delicate one. It requires precision and care to ensure the best possible growth conditions. It involves spreading the spawn evenly throughout the substrate, ensuring optimal colonization. This even distribution is key to a successful harvest. Imagine carefully scattering grains of spawn across the surface of the substrate. Each grain must be placed thoughtfully. Each grain is a tiny capsule of potential, ready to burst forth with life. These grains will soon transform into a thriving network of mycelium. The inoculated substrate is then transferred to growing bags or trays, where the magic of mycelial growth will begin. This is where the real transformation starts. There are various methods for inoculating the substrate, each with its own advantages. Some methods are more suited for certain types of mushrooms. Some cultivators prefer to mix the spawn directly into the substrate, ensuring a more integrated growth, while others layer it on top. This method can be beneficial for certain mushroom species. The chosen method often depends on the type of mushroom being cultivated and the scale of the operation. Large-scale operations might use different techniques compared to smaller farms. Inoculation marks the beginning of a fascinating transformation. This is the first step in a journey that will lead to a bountiful harvest. The mycelium will begin to spread throughout the substrate, creating a network of fine white filaments. This network is the foundation of mushroom growth, a testament to the wonders of nature. Section 7. Cultivating the mycelium: light, humidity, and temperature. Once the substrate is inoculated, it's time to provide the optimal conditions for mycelial growth. This is where the art and science of mushroom cultivation truly comes into play. Think of the mycelium as the roots of the mushroom. Just like any other plant, mushrooms need the right amount of light, humidity, and temperature to thrive. Light levels are kept low during this stage, as direct sunlight can inhibit mycelial growth. Humidity is maintained at a high level to prevent the substrate from drying out. Temperature is carefully controlled, as different mushroom varieties have different optimal temperature ranges. Monitoring these environmental factors is crucial for ensuring healthy mycelial growth and ultimately, a bountiful harvest. Section 8. From farm to table. Harvesting, packaging, and reaching consumers. After weeks of careful nurturing, the moment of truth arrives: harvest time. The once dormant substrate is now teeming with life, covered in a layer of plump, mature mushrooms. Harvesting mushrooms is a delicate process often done by hand to avoid bruising the delicate caps. The mushrooms are carefully twisted or cut from the substrate, leaving the root system intact for future flushes. Once harvested, the mushrooms are quickly cooled and packaged for distribution. They are shipped to supermarkets, restaurants, and homes, where they will be transformed into culinary delights. The journey from farm to table is a testament to the ingenuity and dedication of mushroom farmers. Through a combination of traditional knowledge and modern technology, they bring this nutritious and flavorful food to our plates.